G'day guys, welcome back to another Pink Panther video. We're covering off some more AFL23. I've just finished up a Wednesday night stream with the new patch in play, and we had an unexpected guest. So Ross from BigAnt actually popped into the stream and was doing a bit of live Q&A for about 45 to 50 minutes, which was really cool to see. So if you do want to check that out, first and foremost, head over to my Twitch, pink_panters, check out the latest VOD. Go to about the 31-minute mark where he starts to jump into the chat and speak about some topics. But I just thought I'd quickly cover off a few of the topics that were spoken about because I know they're hot topics that people are wanting to know answers to. So auto interchange is coming within days, so that's a really good sign. For the online piece, they're obviously doing some more testing to get in the custom games and to fix up the bits and pieces there. But crossplay will be available by the end of the week, which is another good thing. Tactics, custom tactics. A lot of people are talking about tactics. So this will hopefully be in by Monday, and they will be on the fly tactics. So you can change them on the go. I'm assuming using the D-pad. So it's not just a preset at the start of the menu or anything like that, which is something I'm really looking forward to. It's also worth noting as well, Ross did clarify what I had been suspecting, what others had suspected as well, is that the AI in the games we're playing does actually already use the tactics that are in the game. So that's why you maybe see them in different positions and doing different things to what we're doing. So that might actually change the gameplay again once we get access to those same tactics, which will be very interesting. In terms of difficulty, hardest is going to get revamped again. So the hardest is about to get a hell of a lot harder, Ross has said. So I've personally on Steam found hardest to be quite challenging. Maybe it's because I'm shit at it, I'm not sure. But I've played about 10 or 12 games on hardest across Play Now and Management, and I reckon I've only won about 2 or 3. So I'm definitely feeling it on Steam. I understand that some people aren't feeling that same thing on other platforms. But on that, Ross, I also flagged with Ross that it felt like that PS5 and Steam weren't getting the same type of updates. But he assured us that the coding is exactly the same for both, and that it would actually be a lot harder if they were to rewrite a different code for PS5 versus Steam. So he has categorically said that the updates on these patches that both consoles are getting, or both platforms are getting, should I say, are completely identical in every sense of the word. And that, yeah, that there's not much more to add to that piece, which is now the goal kicking, wind effect, that is going to be in by the end of the week. So wind effect and footedness is also going to be amended as well. So we should start to see set shots be a bit more difficult, which is good, because at the moment, as we all know, you can essentially aim straight and it's going to go in, which kind of defeats the purpose. But we will see that having an impact shortly, which everyone's been screaming out for. Bumping and jostling. So I think bumping still to come in. Jostling, Ross mentioned, is actually in there, but it's on a very mild manner. So when I mean jostling, if the ball's coming in high from a marking contest, it does jostle, but they are going to revamp it and bump it up a bit so it's more noticeable and actually plays a bit more of a part in the marking contest, which is going to be, I think it's going to be super helpful, especially when you're trying to get those one-on-one marks. Crashes are obviously the biggest pain in the ass for everyone right now, understandably. The thing with the crashes, as Ross mentioned, is they can happen in a whole wide range of ways. It could be button combinations. It could just be a moment in time where, yeah, it just decides to crash. Like there's no real one thing that causes it to crash. So the best thing you can do is head to the support website or on Sony and Steam and report the crashes that you get, because it actually goes through to them and they can try and rebuild it to fix all the problems. So they're always working through the crashes they get come through to try and solve as many as they can. But there's so much testing that goes into it, they can't kind of fix them all before the next patch if they're doing daily patches, if that makes sense. So they are working through them all. Tonight, I had no crashes tonight. Last night I did. I had 2, but tonight I didn't. I had a couple of disconnects on the online game, but that might be more a me thing with my internet speeds and upload versus download, but no full-blown crashes for me tonight. So hopefully everyone else starts to experience something a little bit similar. Single player career mode was spoken about as well. Ross confirmed it will not make an appearance in AFL23, but it will be in the next iteration. So that's something they have penciled in for the next iteration, which is good. I would have loved to have seen it in 23, but you know, it is what it is, and at least it's something to look forward to for the next version. And the other piece was people are still noticing some of the coaches don't look the same. So for example, in my management career, Damien Hardwick is bald. And Ross did mention that not all the coaches have provided their full likeness for these scans and for these images to use in game. I know Dimmer has, because he does appear in other parts of the game. And he also confirmed there are still bugs within that too that they're still ironing out to make sure that all those coaches show up. there was definitely much more that Ross spoke about. It was an absolute pleasure to have him in. So make sure that if you do want to check out the full Q&A on the stream, head to my Twitch, pink_panters, go to the 31-minute mark and 40 seconds, and you'll see Ross popped into the chat, and you'll hear the questions I asked and see the questions that people in chat asked, and you can read it all for yourself and make your own mind up. But I walked away from that feeling a lot more assured that the game is definitely heading in the right direction. And granted, the way it started was definitely not what was planned, and Ross explained a little bit about that in the chat. But they're doing what they can to bring it back to something that they think we're all going to love. So hopefully we keep getting all the updates that we want, and with the plans they've got, I'm hoping that we see some good improvement in the very near future. So hopefully you all enjoyed that some little tidbits there. Go check it out on my Twitch. Enjoy the VOD. Make sure you drop a like, follow, and subscribe. Catch you later.